Hello, we're here at PB European Service and we are changing the flywheel on a 2006 Volkswagen diesel with the dual clutch automatic transmission. The flywheels tend to fail somewhere around like the mid 100,000s to 200,000 miles. There's a lot of information on the web about it. The flywheel is actually two pieces to dampen the engine vibration to the transmission in the body, and you can actually see that here. And this one's actually still moving very smoothly. This is the old one and the bad one. And you can see the new one has similar movement, and it's a little less movement because it is new, and it's a lot smoother than the one we took out. These have a telltale failure sign that they tend to sound, when you fire the car up cold, it tends to sound like marbles in a tin can. And when I show you how you can tell the bad one versus the good one and the new one, the sound will sound very similar to what you'll hear when it is running. So it's a very good demonstration. First of all, the flywheel is two pieces, and it's very difficult to see when I move this with the camera on, but there is movement here, and there should not be. So I have my micrometer, actually my dial indicator, and you can see when I put the dial indicator between the two halves, you'll be able to see the movement in the needle as far as how bad it is. It's a little tough to get in there, but you get the general idea. There is about 35 or 40 thousandths of an inch of movement back and forth. And when it fails, this is what it'll sound like. It'll actually ring pretty good. So that's just it, moving. So it'll sound just like that in the car when it's running, almost like a ringing sound. So if we put that one aside, we take the new one. You can see again, two pieces, very smooth. If you try and give it a wiggle back and forth to try and separate the two halves, this one does not move. So I'm going to demonstrate that again with our dial indicator. And you can see very little movement there. That's a pretty good demonstration. Compared to the 35 or 40 thousandths of movement, this one is only maybe 4 thousandths of an inch tops. So literally 10% of the movement on the new one versus the old one. When we try and separate the halves here, you can see very, very little noise, if any at all. So you have that one versus, again, the old one. So very noisy, not very noisy, old, bad, brand new, and we will put that in and there'll be no risk of a failure.